Good morning, YouTube. Sister Kate here. Morning. And I thought you guys might be interested in seeing how I do my Kombucha switchover. So, this is my kitchen right now. And here is my Kombucha. It's kind of a rainy day, so it's not very light in here, but I think there's enough light to film this. Anyway, I keep it in a quart jar because I want to keep it at a manageable amount. I don't have a lot of room here, and I don't want to have like a gallon's worth because I want to have as much as I drink, but not much more than that. And so that's the scoby. That's actually a scoby related to another scoby that I had about 2-3 years ago that got frozen. But somebody else had one of its babies and kept it alive over those years, and so she gave me some kombucha, actually in one of these white plastic cups to drink. These big ones, commercial ones, right there. And I didn't drink it all, and it turned into a scoby right in the cup. I left it sitting on the counter, and it about that much fluid, and then it made a scoby. So what you need is black tea, and I have some in the other part of the cabin here. I thought I'd kept some. I did up here that I've already used. An already used tea bag, but it'll make tea. And so the way I do this is I get a clean jar and I put 3 tea bags in it, and then I make it like a tea concentrate, because you cannot put the scoby in something that's hot or it'll kill it. And so you've got to have your tea cold. And so something that some people were doing was, well, go ahead, pour it to about right there.
About there?
Yeah, just to the top of the tea bag. That's good. So some people were doing is just like pouring 2 gallons of tea and then waiting for all of that to cool down. And I put cold water in and it cools it down. Anyway, this Irish tea is black tea. So these 2 can go in there too. I put 3 of these, and I put 3 tablespoons of sugar in there. Look at that. I have evolved. I have 4 hands. It's very useful. So I get the sugar right here. And you need a plastic utensil because scobies don't do well with metal. And if you use honey as a sweetener, it'll kill it. So you have to use sugar. And there you go, lift up on that one. And then there's a second process where if you make your kombucha, like I have in the other jar over there, and then you put a juice in that kombucha with a sugar in it, not stevia. I put about 3 teaspoons of sugar in there, and then I just let that steep for a minute. Anyway, if you use something with stevia or aspartame, it might kill the scoby. So you don't use any juices with sweeteners. And I found at Walmart they have canned mangoes. I thought I had one of the. I do. I have one of the cans. It's a product out of Mexico. This stuff right here, and it's in sugar. And so I put some of that juice with the sugar in it in my last kombucha, and I made it makes it fizzy. It's very interesting how it works. Okay, so now we need some cold water. So this is water that's come from the well. And this will cool this steaming, boiling water down, because you don't really make good tea unless the water's boiling. That's a little tip. If you try to make tea for people, make sure the water's boiling. It doesn't really release the tea properly if you don't. That's my compost bag right there. This is my burn trash pile over here. And then this is the well water. I'll pour that up to about the neck of the jar. Oh boy. Still a little bit too warm to move it over. So I'll just let it sit there for a little while, and I'll get back to you. There'll be a part 2. So I'll get back to you on this, and I'll show you how you switch your scoby over to the new tea, because it's going to make kombucha out of that tea. It ferments it. And the thing about it is, it's supposed to be very good for your digestive system to drink this. It's supposed to be very purifying. So I'll get back to you in film 2.